heavy. Look at my hand. Trying to hold this up, bro. 18 hours every day.
Every day fighting. Return. This is light chain. Light chain is used for children or babies. They have to put this iron brand into fire. When it's very hot, they pierce their lips.
The lil?
Yeah. So while they fix this, I use a small padlock to hook it up for them not to be able to eat while working in sugarcane plantation or to communicate whenever they are working. That was just on.
Bro, why so heavy? Look at my hand. Trying to hold this up, bro. 18.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
This your brother Quan Waller.
I'm a one.
All right, from the camp of GMS Cleveland, coming at you with another lesson. Before we get into this lesson, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Hakodash. Also, we'd like to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone who teach this truth and who rule well. Kazak Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, as you seen this short clip, it appears as to be a Hamite, which it could be a Jake. You know, we was scattered through the four corners, so we're gonna be looking like all these other heathens. But he looks like, you know, a Hamite. But he was given a breakdown on how they used to do Jake. You know, especially when they came through from them slave ports, even all the way to over here in America, wearing them heavy ass yokes of iron, man. Also, he was going into breakdowns of how like certain of those things would be worn. You know, going through fields, so you can't eat nothing or speak. All right, so they was helping forward, you know, the affliction, you know.
We got scripture real quick. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 10. It says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword." Here is the patience and faith of the saints, man. Okay, and then we know that all these nations, all right, pursuing the Psalms 83, right? They all had a hand in the captivity and the oppression and the slavery of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Which are you Israelites?
Right. The scriptures say, "What nation haven't had a hand in your parts?" Meaning, like the brother said, every nation had us up under in captivity. All right, right here, this is our last captivity. All right, after this, we about to put all you nations up under subjection, which is the rightful order. Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Khan, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee." All right, and we every captivity, all right, even down to when these filthy Hamites was, you know, helping gathering us up to, you know, sell us to the Grecians, which I'm gonna get that in Joel 3. All right, and also you Ishmaelites, man, through the sub-Saharan slave trade. All right, but the Lord said he was going to send these nations against us. Why? Because we went off, we didn't listen to the Lord. You know, right here within the curses, the Lord said if we do all these things, you know, we would be good, roughly paraphrasing. But if we go off, all right, the Lord is going to put all these curses upon us, all right, which is an indicator to let everybody know who we are. But it says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies with which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst." All right, and in nakedness, because within them slave trip routes, Jake wasn't getting fed. Even on the plantation, Jake wasn't getting fed. All right, the scripture say you shall eat your defiled meat, and that's what they was giving, slop, you know, waste, fucking pork and all, and the worst, what was that? The shrimp, crab, lobsters, because they know was defiled because they know the scriptures. All right, and that's why they was tossing it to Jake. They want the pearls out the clams, not the clams, you know. But it says, "And in want of all things," all right, we have to go to our enemies, all right, for everything. All right, you don't own nothing. I believe in America, all right, it's a thing called a allodial title. All right, that's the only way you could own something. But here, they don't have that. You don't have that option. All right, you can pay your taxes, all right, but you have to go to your to your enemies for one of all things. You know, you got to go to Esau for clothes, your water, electricity, you know, to put down on a house, right. Birth certificate, your death certificate.
And that's not good. Like, that's a bad thing. Jake think that it's a good thing, man. Like Eve think that it's a good thing, man. That you have to go to this man for the want of all things, man. Right?
But it says, "And one of all things, and he shall put yokes of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." And that's what these devils did all the way, even like I say, even these Hamites. They start off putting these yokes of iron on us, all right? And then all the way until over here till everybody got complacent and they didn't beat the shit out of Jake till Jake forgot who he was, all right? That's till we have destroyed you. Now you ain't got to wear no chains. Now you can walk around mindlessly, all right? Because you don't wander out the way of understanding. All right, but now the Lord has brought back the way of understanding, and for us to have a chance to get delivered, you know, from the hands of our enemies.
Real quick, this is the book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, "Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap," man. So all that these other nations did, okay, and especially Esau, Edom, who I didn't make reference to in this Revelations 13, man, right? Because he is the one that led Israel into captivity, man. And he is the one that killeth slaves Israel with the sword, man.
Right.
But it says, "Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked." Okay, meaning it ain't gonna be no "I told you so" with the Most High, man. Okay, the scripture says that his word doesn't
Return unto him void.
right, return unto him void, man. It says, "For the Most High is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap," man. Whatever it is that you put your hand to do, right, you're gonna reap the benefits of that, man. Okay, it says verse 8, "For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap." Salakia. It says, "For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption," right? And we know Esau, Edom, is a carnal man, right? And he has taught you other heathen nations to be carnal as well, man, right? And all of these things are going to return unto you, man.
Because while the Lord said he like his judgment unto a ring, that's why the brother read that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right. Also, the Lord said, "What? He ain't gonna at all acquit the wicked." You know, you have to be recompensed, you know, for what you have done to Israel. You know, throughout all these captivities, all these nations, all right, it's gonna have to go into bondage and service. You know, especially in the kingdom for 1,000 years, and then we'll let y'all go to y'all land. But even if then y'all don't serve us, what? See, we had to go to y'all in the one of all things, you know. But we gonna be able to hold back the rain. All right, we're going to be able to make sure nothing eats over there. Because when you take away the water, your crops, your animals, your livestock go, and then you start going. You know, so fuck around.
I got one more. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Therefore the Lord have made good his word, which he pronounced against us, and against our judges that judged Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judea," right? Talking about how the Lord gave us a strict blueprint, man, on what to do, right, and what not to do. And they were the blessings and the curses, man. And Jake fell under the curses, man, because Jake didn't take heed to their father, man. Jake didn't listen. Jake didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. It says, verse 2, "To bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses," man, right? Jake, when they had Jake on ships, it used to be sharks following the ships, man, right? Because it was always a meal. It was all, because like the brother said, they wasn't feeding Jake, man.
Right. You have very poor living conditions to where you had to, you know, they'd be using the bathroom right on top